Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. It's official. I'm actually doing my first low spend, no spend year. Let's get into it and talk about it. Okay, I've seen so many videos on this topic. They're very inspiring and goal driven. I've never jumped on the bandwagon and done a low spend, no spend year. I've had low spend days, weeks, things like that. So why am I doing it? I didn't do it before because I didn't want to copy other folks that were doing it. I wanted to make sure that I had a strong why. I'm actually glad I'm doing it, and I'll get into why. The main reason why is our family unexpectedly had to replace a heater. I do have a what I call, and I'm going to get into this in another video to go over my accounts with you. I do have an emergency savings, but I call it a no-touch emergency savings. It is only to be used for loss of income. I do, however, have a sinking fund / savings, which I usually try to keep around $10,000 in for bigger expenses, such as replacing a heater and things like that. Well, I didn't have any idea this was going to happen. Many of you kind of were asking, well, don't you have your heating and air conditioning checked every year? Yes, I do. I was on a maintenance plan to have that checked. And I had it checked not that long before that, and everything was fine. So this kind of came up unexpectedly. So I'm going to say that. What I'm wanting to do, and the reason why I'm doing the low spend, no spend year, is because number one, I'm wanting to pay off this heater within less than 90 days so that I owe no interest. That's number one. Number two, much of my sinking fund will be wiped out. So because of that, I'm going to have to work on replacing that sinking fund. So those are the main reasons why I'm doing it. And with that, I reallocated or readjusted my budget where I've cut off around a little less than $8,000 off my budget for the year. Now that includes trips and things. And I will tell you that I think I can make some more positive changes as well. So what are my rules for this? I am not going hardcore where, oh, you can never buy a gift for anybody. I'm going to give you an example. For Valentine's Day, I usually, go out and I might spend $30 or $40 on a family member. I gave myself a $5 budget. So I spent $5 on my husband, $5 on my daughter, and $5 on her boyfriend. And actually a little bit less. So I spent right around $15 with tax for all three people. So I'm doing things, but I'm doing things on a smaller scale. That's one thing. I'm also establishing rules for myself. Example, I did put money on my Starbucks card because when I'm at Super Target doing demos, sometimes I'd go and have a Starbucks. I allowed myself some money on there to buy myself something at Starbucks if I wanted, $25 for the whole month. And I used survey money, and did all that. Well, I'm not going to be doing that right now. And so I will not be buying that. The only way I'll buy something at Starbucks is if I have a gift card, okay? And so I won't be doing that. With Amazon, I'm doing the same thing. If I earn it by doing surveys, that's great. If not, I won't be buying stuff on Amazon. Now, it's not like I spent tons of money, but I'm just working on being more creative. I think there's a lot of things that I can do to be creative with my budget. Another thing is I'm not going to be overdoing holidays. I'm going to be really just basically scaling things down. Really honing in on buying things I need, not things that I want. And if I buy something I want, it's just going to be on a smaller scale. That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm also going to be doing what I call budget audits and auditing my budget to look for ways that I can save money. I'm also looking into ways that I can make money, but they have to be a good, what I call ROTI, return on investment. Because I've done other side gigs and side hustles and money-making things, and when I look at all the work I've put into it, I've made about $5 an hour. And then it takes a lot of time. So I want to make sure that these are things that I have the skills for, and I'm not, just, trading time for money, as you would say. So, but another big thing I'm doing is I'm using my cash envelope system. I did really well with my low spend for January that I had $200 left over from my cash envelope system, which I was really excited. Well, I just transferred it to the next month, which was really great. So that way I could put $200 into our tax savings account because of that. So I'm just looking at ways to save money. Like I've said in a previous video, I thought I was really frugal. In a way, I'm kind of glad I had to buy this heater because it made me take a step back to realize that even though I thought I was frugal and didn't make a lot of money, there's so many ways that I can improve on spending money and spending my time. You know, even if you think you're frugal, believe me, you could be more frugal, in my opinion. So let me know if any of you are doing a low spend, no spend. It doesn't mean that we can't spend money and we can't have fun. We just need to be a little more creative and maybe do it on a little lower scale than we did last time. So, and we can look for free things. And that's all I have to say, everybody. Let me know your thoughts and how is your budget going. That I love you, I appreciate you, and I hope you come back for tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye now.